Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about the region of ESP. So, let's start with an introduction. ESP is an approach to teaching English designed to meet the linguistic and communicative needs of learners in specialized fields such as science, business, law, medicine, or technology. So ESP is differs from EGP because it's clear. EGP provides a broad foundation for everyday communication, while ESP focuses on specialized vocabulary like cell culture in biology or equity in finance, and context specific communication strategies, writing lab reports, drafting legal contracts, delivering medical consultation. And also, ESP focuses on the professional or academic task rather than the general conversation. Let's move to the next part, which is the main reasons behind the emergence of ESP. We have three main reasons. The first one is the demands of a new world, and the second one is the linguistic revolution, and the last one is the learner centered focus. Let's begin with the first one, which is the demands of a new world. After the Second World War, the world entered a period of rapid economic growth, scientific innovation, and technological advancement. A common international language was needed, and English filled this role. So, why English was a lingua franca at that time? Because of the economy of the US and the UK occupation of Egypt and India, and also because of the language of science. So, for example, scientists in Japan collaborating with engineers in the USA needed a shared language for technical documentation. And we have another example, multinational companies expanded globally, requiring employees to master workplace specific English. Thus, learners were interested in practical, immediate English rather than general English. So, we can say that to each field there is a specific corpus. So, what does mean corpus? Corpus is a collection of terms and sentences that are frequently used in specific field. For example, engineers needed technical manuals, business people needed negotiation skills, and doctors needed English for journals and conferences. Let's move to the second reason, which is the linguistic revolution. In the mid 20th century, linguistic research shifted focus. They focused on grammar alone was not longer enough, and also scholars started analyzing how language is used in real context by using describing, requesting, persuading, and reporting. It became necessary to adapt teaching methods to the specific needs of different professionals and academic fields. For example, legal English, they used passive voice, precision, and complex clauses. Medical English, Latin based terminology and reports. And the aviation English was concise, standardized commands. The last reason, which is the learner centered focus, the idea emerged that learners are not passive receivers of knowledge. Their motivation and goals influence their learning. For example, a business student interested in financial reports will learn faster when the materials is directly relevant, and a doctor preparing for an international conference will be more engaged practicing presentations rather than casual dialogues. Therefore, ESP courses began tailoring both content and teaching methods to learners' needs. So, to conclude, the emergence of ESP can be traced back to the three interconnected forces: the global demands after the Second World War, as we said, English as the language of science, trade, and technology, advances in linguistics, focus on language in use, not just grammar, and learner centered focus, motivation, and needs as the basis for course design. Today, ESP is considered one of the most dynamic branches of English language teaching because it consequently adapts to new global contexts from business negotiations to digital communication in technology industries. So that's all for today's lesson. Thank you so much for your listening and attention. See you in the next session.